welcome to the HopCast.
Welcome to the HopCast, everybody. We've changed a little bit of the scenery here.
Right. First up, I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder. We have a very special guest.
I'm Stephen Freshnock.
Stephen is a world-renowned home brewer.
Hardly.
But he's he is a home brewer. All jokes aside, and a damn fine one at that. We've tasted some of his beers.
Good stuff.
And so he's going to taste some beers that we have from Deschutes today.
Right.
So
These two were thanks to my fiance, Maeve Price.
shout out!
This is a little Christmas gift. So, and since they're both IPAs, I figured no time like the present to open them up.
Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb when working with the beers with nice hop flavors is drink them when you get them. So the first one we're going to do is their Hop Trip. It's a fresh hop pale ale. Why don't you explain what fresh hopping means?
Well, what a fresh hopping is during the hop harvest, they have a limited time in which they can take the wet hops that have not yet gone to the drying room, and they take them right from the fields and right to the brew house.
So it's the same as wet hopping?
Well, it's a fresh hop ale usually is very similar to wet hopping. It's going to give you that I don't know what they call it, green hop or wet hop flavor.
All right, very good. Well, I'm anxious to pour this one out, so let's go ahead and do that.
All right, so that poured out pretty small head.
Mm-hmm. It's got an orangish hue, slightly cloudy.
Right, lots of carbonation in there too. A lot of bubbles in my glass.
The aroma is actually pretty grainy as opposed to hop driven.
Smells good though.
All right.
Let's try it.
I think it's nicely done. It's a pretty balanced beer.
I'd say it's incredibly balanced. I was expecting to have more of a fresh hop flavor, fresh hop smell at least.
The hop bite doesn't hit you over the head.
No. It's definitely more of a maltier, balanced beer.
So when I taste IPAs, it usually attacks me like right in the first sip and then resides in the back of the mouth. And this one, nothing until the very end.
Right, it finishes really clean. Which is nice and very drinkable.
It's gonna rate highly for you, I assume.
Mm-hmm. But this is part of the Bend series or Bond series, right? They're from
Bend,
and this
Oregon.
This is their Bond Ale series, which I'm not sure what that means. Should have looked it up.
Bond Street, an original public house. So it must be some bar out there that they're commemorating with this series of ales.
Possibly. It's not something you're going to be able to get all the time. Just
So it's special.
so note it. If you see it, I'd pick it up.
It's definitely good. It's not what I had expected from. I think this may be the second fresh hop ale we've done. The other one being the Heavy Handed from
Two Brothers.
Two Brothers.
Which is definitely more hoppy.
Yeah. And but it's damn good beer.
Right. Do we know? Oh yeah, so this is 8.75 and 95 IBUs.
So that's the next one.
Oh, that's where'd the bottom go?
You're skipping ahead.
Yeah.
We passed it around.
There's still some left. Alright, this one's 5.5.
Yeah, it does taste fairly moderate.
Doesn't say the
Alcohol.
IBUs on this. Wonder why on here, but not on there, not here.
It's probably more of a modest IBU rating,
70s.
perhaps even lower. Well, maybe around 70. I don't know. You do get the hops at the end. You're correct about that.
This reminds me of several like the local pales from Kansas City, like Boulevard. Like it doesn't have any like bright character, and like the malt's not ahead, the hops aren't ahead. It's just a perfect kind of in between. Good easy beer.
That was a good one. I see that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Should we press on?
All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and move over to the Hop Hedge
Look at this, no stopping in between this time.
This being their Imperial IPA, so obviously we've done it in this order for a reason. We're going to go with the less intense flavors to start off and grow gradually as the night moves on.
Right, so is this one fresh hop as well?
It doesn't say, so I assumed no. I'm assuming it's just a punch you in the face Imperial IPA. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Because pain is pleasure to me.
Open it up and pour it out. So that poured out with a lot more head than the hop trip.
Yeah, I think the appearance is pretty similar except for the head.
The more hops that are in a beer, the more stable you're gonna have head, and the more lacing is probably behind too.
Right.
So yeah, it's really sticking to the glass here.
And
Good color too, not too filtered.
this beer, what was the ABV on this, you know?
It's almost 9%, right?
Yeah, almost 9.
So yeah.
So there must be a ton of hops in there.
Well, 95 IBUs, so
Okay.
it's pretty hoppy.
It
So-
smells hoppy, but also sweet.
How's it going?
Wasn't what I was expecting around the hop present. It's still there, but it's more, you can taste the crystal malt. It's got more of an amber ale taste than an IPA taste.
Yeah.
The hops are straight up on this one, and then it kind of mellows out into the malty flavors after that.
Which is weird. Most Imperial IPAs I've had from the West Coast don't really have any crystal malt in it. So just hops and two-row malt. Give it that really hop present to it, you know.
Right. It could be they're going. I looked on the labels. This was their 20th anniversary. So these are beers that are featured that they brewed before. So this one was really brewed in 2006. So maybe they're using like some stuff they did back in the day when they first opened, and
It's very much like the Goose Island Cellar Collection that they just did for their 20th anniversary. This one's good. I like this.
It's tasty.
but yeah, it smells a lot hoppier than it tastes.
It does, yeah.
So
It's not overwhelming at all.
I think I like the hop trip a little better though.
Do ya? I
Yeah.
think I like the Hop Hedge. Yeah, I like it. I do like it a little bit better. I think it's just a little bit more intense, which I like.
Leg 'em intense. But two great beers from the Deschutes. They're usually always doing really good stuff.
And they're both pretty balanced. I mean, this one is like pretty hoppy, but there's stuff there to back it up as well. And I mean, the fresh hop pale that we had before was extremely balanced. This not as much, but it's still pretty right on cue there.
So yeah, if you're out in Bend, check out Deschutes. Portland has a brew pub now, so that's downtown Portland. Check that out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright. Well, yeah, thanks for watching HopCast. You just left. I was
back.
gonna wrap it up.
All right. Thank you very much. Take care.